obviously, we are very excited about our situation right now. Very pleased that we were able to come back and show the character it takes to stay into the fight until the fight's over with. I learned something about our football team that I didn't know before we played. I mean, we talk about it all the time. We try to condition certain behaviors to come out, but we've never at Jacksonville State since I've been here finished as strongly or with as much resolve as we did in that football game. I mean, we scored the last 6 times we had the ball. Based on what I'd seen at practice, Texas, you wouldn't have thought we could score 6 times in 6 games after most of those practices. Would you say, Texas? Yeah. Being honest.
Yeah.
Texas plays defense, so he knows. But obviously the resolve and the mind of people can sometimes put you somewhere that you haven't been before. That was no well-oiled machine working out there. 5 offensive linemen in that game had never had one snap live together. The guy that started the game at center had never played center before. But to give you some idea how sort of the flow of the game went, he decided somewhere in the series in the huddle that he and the right guard were going to swap positions. Wasn't a coaching meeting. That's no small thing. The right guard and the center and the guy that was playing center decided they were going to change the lineup. So they did right there. But I say that to say that it was clearly players taking responsibility and accountability for what was going on. We had a little mind clearing at halftime because we weren't playing physical. We were missing tackles we ought to make, and we weren't really showing the ability to run the ball at all. But quite honestly, I think this was clearly the chemistry of people coming together that had worked so hard for so long that they were going to get something back. And there's, hopefully the thing that will carry forward with us is that hard work and discipline is what gives you what you want every day. And it's not a sometime proposition. And the people that work the hardest the longest and are the most disciplined about what they do are the ones that receive the rewards. So, but I tell you, the challenge is to put it behind us and get on down the road. I've watched extensively the game with Appalachian State. I mean, they just played the number 3 team in the country, missed 3 extra points. They hit their extra points, they win. We'll not be number 3. I think we'll move up in the polls, but we're playing the best Chattanooga team by far we've ever played, and I think we're playing the best quarterback that we're going to play on our schedule. He is superb. It's a little sarcastic, but it's the truth. I don't see why he ain't playing quarterback at Tennessee. So, because that's where he transferred from. So we've got the challenge of handling an offense to me that is a well-oiled offense. It's very sure about what it's doing, and we made enough mistakes on both sides of the ball that we've got, and I think we are aware that this is the biggest week of getting better in the whole year. And it's not looking at what we did that we're happy about. Cody, I know you've seen you make that play, and Quez, you make that, and I'm talking about the touchdown to tie the game and the 2-point conversion, and then one was doing it. But I hope we're looking at all the mistakes we made. Texas, Coop, therein lies our chances to be, we are a team of somewhat of destiny, I think. just seeing what I saw in that locker room. The destiny will slip right through our fingers if we don't handle it the right way. So, we have a practice day today, and we're not going to practice too hard or too long. We're going to practice just enough, and we can't afford to waste a bit of it. I don't have a bunch of names and information about Chattanooga, except that they have got my attention. And hopefully as this day unfolds, I'll have the attention of all of our players to the point that we come back a better football team than we left the field being at Ole Miss. If we have any element of being satisfied about anything, we could be in real trouble. So I don't expect that to happen, by the way. Any questions?
Kenny, you said you had a lot on Chattanooga. Is their quarterback their main impact guy? Do they have a couple of guys?
I tell you what you're gonna see when it comes here. You're gonna see a Peyton Manning, and I mean 6'5", 240 pounds, running a complete, and everything revolving around him. And a guy that maybe doesn't look like he can run, except nobody quite gets him. Alabama last year, they brought the house, and Alabama can bring the house. Didn't sack him. Now, all the things didn't fit together all the time, but he is a very, very capable of being an every down player, running and throwing. We got a little conversation going on.
Hey, Coach, Kirk Porter played guard. Is that just a one-game thing, or?
Well, it'd be hard for us to say that somebody wasn't good enough when you score the last 6 times you get it. I think right now we're going to stay with what got us there. And I asked him just earlier today how he liked it. He said it's different. And I said, well, what'd you learn? Because I want all these guys to have learned, have a seed planted to be better at next. He said, I got to get lower. That's what he said. Well, he's 6'7". He may be taller than 6'7". The game's played lower at guard than it is at tackle. But the good news is he can be. I said, you're going to get there. He's been good enough to get there. That's the reason he's a big-time player.
Yeah. And
Kurt's
the
a
other
big-time player.
K and Ogletree, is that right?
Yeah. K started the game at center, and Ogletree started at guard, and they decided somewhere in there they were better coaches.
Ogletree had been at center.
Well, he's played center. But there are reasons to have those people where they were at. They just didn't hold up in the huddle.
That was in the second half when they did that, was it just in one series?
No, I mean, they ended up switching for the rest of the game.
Or did they stay?
I'm interested. Did you guys have a say in the decision as quarterbacks, or did you?
No, I mean,
quiz. I haven't had this conversation with anybody either.
Kay came to me.
He was tired of the ball rolling back there.
I didn't. I mean, I had a problem with it, but I didn't directly say anything to him. And he was like, "We'll switch if I think we need to switch." And I was like, "Okay, that's fine." Because I mean, I feel comfortable with both of them doing it, so it really wasn't really a big deal. But I think for the rest of the game, Tree stayed at center and K stayed at guard, and it worked out.
But that was just in case first game they ever played center.
Yeah, it was. It was.
But he was all into it. I mean, we worked it, and he was ready to do it.
Did you both have both guys, or